everyone. It is Sunday, May 16th, 8:35 in the morning, and I am packed up to leave Uncle Johnny's hostel, which is located on the banks of the Nolichucky River, if I pronounced that correctly. Well, here's where we go into the woods on the other side of the Nolichucky River. Nolichucky, if you prefer. We discovered the last 2 nights that there is a 12:30 a.m. train that runs along this track through Erwin, Tennessee, and he honks his horn good. So we are crossing over the railroad tracks and heading into the woods. We have come to the first shelter after leaving Uncle Johnny's. Man, it was a hard hike up here, a lot of climbing. So tell me your name and where you're from and where you're going and everything.
Okay, Shayla Paradise. I grew up in Minnesota, but I belong to Montana now. I live in Columbia Falls, and this is my 5th through hike, and I really love being in the woods.
Now, so AT, this is your 5th AT through hike?
This is my 2nd Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
And then I've done the Pacific Crest,
Okay.
the Continental Divide, and the Tiararoa in New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah, except I can't stand the term Triple Crowner. And in fact, I purposefully sabotaged myself on the CDT so that I didn't earn the crown. And instead of walking and connecting all my footsteps, I went to the Tetons and dicked around and had a great time.
Oh, I love
and then
the
came back
Tetons.
to the trail.
Yeah.
And technically that wasn't the CDT, so I am not a real Triple Crowner.
Oh.
And I want everybody to know that. Never say it again. Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, you were just being kind.
And you're with your cousin
and
here?
This is my cousin Jess.
Hello,
Yeah.
Jess Petrick, also from Minnesota. I like how you say you belong to, so I belong to Atlanta for 10 years. And I think this is my first, I'm a through hiker. I'm hiking through. I'm just not going all the way to Maine. So I am 3 weeks into a 4-week hike, and I just also love being in the woods. It is very nice, and being independent, and yeah.
Well, you two are the best dressed hikers.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
her. When she told me she was hiking in a dress, I was like, oh my gosh, that's an option.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
It's a win through and
Uh-huh.
through.
yes,
Don't know why I didn't do it.
you get a lot of compliments.
Yeah.
She
love it.
hikes in front of me a lot, or when we have hiked
Yeah.
together, and people will be like, you are the second person I've seen in a dress today.
Yeah, the other one's my crazy
It's my cousin.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah. Pretty much.
And I
Wow.
do have some online writing if you're interested in ever checking it out. It's atkiddo.com.
Say it again.
atkiddo, KIDDO.com. And I'm a singer-songwriter, and there's some songs on there too. So
Awesome.
check them out if you're up for it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a delight to meet you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
So I've made it to Indian Grave Gap. I think the road number is 395. It's always fun to cross a road, and especially if you need to thumb a ride into town. I presume that this direction here is going back to Erwin, and there's quite a bit of traffic on this road actually, so might be easy to thumb a ride if I tried. We're going back into the woods. I think I've got another 5 to 7 miles to go to reach a tent site that Ken said looked promising. I haven't reached my campsites yet, but I just passed top of a mountain. I think it's called the Beauty Spot, and where people are setting up to camp. And I passed that one tent back there with a couple, and they've got a fire going. God, can't tell you how good that smells, to me at least. So I'm continuing on down this this hill out of the Bald, and it's obviously been burned in recent years, but the green is coming back. So hopefully not too much further, maybe a couple miles to where we're gonna hammock camp tonight. Hey folks, this is where I have set up to stay for the night. It's a little mossy section right off the trail. Got some flowers and a campfire. My friend Ken and I had a misunderstanding about where we were headed tonight, and he set up about 1.25 miles back in back of me, so he's going to catch up in the morning, staying put where he's set up. So the weather is threatening to rain. There were a few drops earlier, so I went ahead and put up the tarp, and that probably guarantees that it won't rain. And I am hungry as a horse, and so I'm going to lighten my backpack by eating, well, probably some tortillas and pepperoni, some nuts, and I should be cooking, but I'm probably not going to cook tonight. Okay, so I'm going to call it a night, and I hope everyone is well, and I will talk to you in the morning. That is one strong woodpecker. We are arriving at a shelter where we are going to stop, Ken and I, for maybe a bite to eat. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I forget the name of this this shelter, but looks pretty primitive, but it's built with concrete blocks. I haven't seen that before. Interesting. And it's got a nice picnic table, but it's not level. The decapitator. That would be, for me, good sign. They even have gutters on the roof. How about that? We've got a three-way system here. Looks like that tree fell on that tree, and that tree fell on that tree. And he's holding up the whole thing. Interesting.
When I'll be coming home, then I'll be at your door. When I'll be coming home, I plan to let you know the longing of my heart, the wish I carry high whenever we're apart.
This beautiful meadow, and this bird is just singing his heart out. I think translated that is, come to my nest and I'll make you a queen for the day. I can hear bees buzzing around. I can safely say this is the reward for getting out today and hiking. This is just really nice. Man, it's a symphony out here. Okay, woodpecker says get up. Good morning. The woodpecker says it is time to get up. But I will talk softly so the camp is not awakened by me. As you can see, it's a beautiful forest setting here under some very old trees, including one dead one here that I was worried about setting up next to. Yeah, the next hurricane's gonna get this guy. I'm glad it didn't fall on me. It looks overcast. It rained on us when we arrived last night as we were setting up our hammocks, and then it stopped after we got all set up. So I am having a first cup of coffee, first and only. It's a big cup. I can get the little handle out of the way. Good hot coffee. Must have gotten 12 hours of sleep last night. So as soon as it started raining, I ducked under my canopy and had a cold dinner of cheese, tortilla wrap, and what else? Peanut butter. I was just grabbing anything that wasn't moving. Woodpecker's off there somewhere. He is a very strong woodpecker. Well, this is the path down to our spring, which Ken and I were looking for as we arrived last night. We took the wrong path. But this is the Blue Blaze path. And as we were about to give up, we noticed that faint blue blaze on a smallish tree. And here's another example. It just doesn't stand out very well. They should have used a bright blue instead of whatever this blue is. It's more like turquoise, I don't know, to me. And you can see down where that log is, that fallen tree is, that's where the spring is. It's all mushy down there, so I'm not gonna get my boots all muddy again. I think they're dried out now. Okay, so what is today? Tuesday. I'm guessing May 18th. So, wow, 12 days to the end of May. The next major stop is going to be the highway crossing at 19E, which is an iconic road in these parts. Of course, 19 goes down to Dahlonega and beyond that. It's just a beautiful road. And I'm not sure what the E is. Is there a 19W for west and east? I don't know. But yeah, we were on 19E going to Damascus on Saturday. It was just such a beautiful road. Lots of farmland. Well, mountain farming, if you kind of tough to grow corn and stuff in on those hills. Okay, so I'm going to finish my coffee and start thinking about packing up the kit to move along. I don't know what time we're going to get out of here, but I'm going to try not to be the long pole. Check back with you later. This is a very pretty section. Old trees like this that have lived their life, and now they're kind of at the end, ready to fall down and resupply the forest with nutrients. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, May 18th, and you can see I'm packed up and I am on the trail going north toward Roan Mountain, and just wanted to show you what we're seeing off in the distance. I'm not sure if this is where we've come from or where we're going, but this trail has a knack of taking you over the tops of all the peaks that it can find. And we've been climbing this morning past the shelter, so that was another mile from where we camped, and so we're trying to do about 13 or so miles per day. Anyway, it's an overcast day. The sun is up in the sky somewhere up there. You can see the fog from the, I guess we're technically still in the Smoky Mountains, or some variant thereof. And it's a pretty forest. Soon we're going to be coming through another evergreen section, from what I understand. We went through one yesterday that was just really nice, but it was a very short section on top of this one hill. And we've heard plenty of woodpeckers today, and caught a little gray and black bird back there a ways singing for us. Hey folks, check this out. This is a killer view, and I hope I don't drop my camera off this precipice. We're calling this McAfee Knob South. I see a farm down there, and I see some very significant houses. That must be a rich person that lives in the middle house down there. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. I see a road and mountains as far as the eye can see. It's really cool. Gap, and the next gap that we'll be seeing is Carver's Gap, about 6.4 miles ahead of us. And so the morning is going good. We just came down this path, and Oh, we see a monument here. Almost didn't see that. In honor of the Hughes family who have owned this land since 1878. Wow. It's quite a lineage of Hugheses. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, so, and we see our friends who camped next to us last night coming down the trail behind me. And they'll pass us like we're standing still. Okay, so onward to Carver's Gap. Come to this massive rock overlooking the trail. It's got trees growing in it, split into different sections. Pretty cool. Well, I found a mossy spot to take a little rest here after an endless climb on the mountain I'm not sure the name of. We're approaching the Roan Mountain, but not sure this is it. But boy, it's a nice view except for the trees. And, see if you can see that little blue roof down there. We're way up here. Anyway, I wanted to take video of me climbing because I think my videos leave the impression that the trail is nothing more than just kind of a level downhill trail all the way to Katahdin. And boy, this last section has just kicked my butt. I think I've got my breath now, and take another 5-minute break and continue on. We're gonna go another 6 or 7 miles to a tent site, and that will leave us 12 miles to reach 19E tomorrow. That's the road crossing that has the great hostels, and we're looking at Mountain Harbor Hostel is the first choice, depending on how swamped they are. Well, it doesn't get much better than this color-wise. Rocky here. So we are at a parking lot on, I guess this is Roan Mountain, but I'm not sure. But we sure have a lot of Christmas trees up here, evergreens. Very pretty in the meadow with the yellow wildflowers. So people can drive up here. This is a nice little camping spot. There's a fire ring up there built up. It's very nice with evergreen trees. Love it.